Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Schedule 1, and as you can see in the bottom right, it's been just a couple days, but we have gotten quite a lot of money saved up now. I'm going to throw this in here. I did come back to the barn and start mixing, that way we can start to get ahead and get more product out. Oh man, I'm also going to take our products off. I know that might be a mistake, but I cannot be selling stuff right now with what we are about to do. I will go give that to him later though. But as of right now, we're sitting with 55,000 cash and almost 55,000 in the bank. We are going to head on over to place where we launder money real quick and get those going again because they should be about up, and then we're gonna go hit up our dealers and collect the cash because I have finally decided what we are going to do with the warehouse, and I'll tell you guys when we get over there. Oh, looks like we're okay. There we go. We're gonna start that up and then we'll head right down the road to the post office. It looks like we're gonna be sitting on around 62k in, or not the post office, the laundromat, my bad. There we go. Get that laundering. Yes, 62k in the bank. That is pretty awesome. All right, we are gonna go and pick up cash from the dealers now. Benji, you have been killing it. Almost 20k, are you serious? That is what I'm talking about, my man. Alright, well, after collecting from all the dealers, we are sitting on almost 87,000 cash, which is ridiculous. I didn't know that we had that much set up. I did not know that we had that much sitting around. It's kind of wild. But we're gonna come over here, and I think it's time to buy. Well, we can buy both places, so I think we might as well. Why not? Like to purchase a business. Buy the post office. Yep. And then now we're gonna buy the taco ticklers finally. Let's go. Now there is nothing for sale at Ray's Real Estate, and we are poor in our balance, but that is completely fine. We have both this place, the post office. Let's see. Which can we launder through here? 4,000? Alright. Well, it's 2, 4, 6. So does that mean that Taco Ticklers is going to be 8k? This is a nice little place too. Not gonna lie. Now knowing what I know though, if I was restarting, I would probably just straight up skip the laundromat and buy the... oh shit. Buy the post office. Taco Ticklers. What's up? I own this place now. Hey Kyle Cooley, you're my employee now. Alright. Is this really it? Can I open this up? Man, I was hoping for a little more, like maybe an office or something. Why can't I go back there, dude? Oh no, I'm like stuck. Okay. But how much does this place offer? Yep, 8k. But that does mean that's what, 20k a day, right? 8 plus 2, 10, 6 plus 4, 10. Yeah, that's $20,000 a day that can be laundered through here, which is kind of wild. And I'm pretty sure, let's just check. Yes, so I can deposit 10,000 if I want to, but right now we are going to hang on to our cash because we are going to purchase all of the stuff, hopefully all the stuff for the warehouse. I hope I have enough money. This should be way more than enough. All right, now that we're back at the warehouse, there were a couple things that I wanted to say before we get this set up. I did have a friend who also plays the game kind of give me a rundown of how things kind of work, and he told me that for every 3 planter boxes you want 1 drying rack, and what he does is he does a botanist for 6 of the plant box things, these things, and then he puts them to work 2 of the drying racks, and he says that works out like perfect for him, and he thinks that is a good setup. So we're gonna follow that setup. But then he was also telling me, and I don't know if it's true or not, but these workers will not create trash piles, so there's no need for a cleaner. Now he might be trolling me, just because like I actually hate the trash in this game and like manually picking it up. That's why I think it's so important to have at least one cleaner to be able to clean all that crap up. But we're gonna see. He also told me that the chemists can actually use the mixing stations, and if you want to get a good like mixing station line going, you just go from one mixing station to the next one, and all you have to do is take the suppliers and just have them supply the mixing machines. And then he says that you can pretty much have all the other people have just the end destination be like a machine or something instead of a storage bin, which I've been kind of doing, is just having it all go to a storage bin and then having the person like move it around. So with that being said, we are going to switch on over to what I think will be good for this place is 4 chemists, 4 botanists, and 2 handlers. We're gonna have the 4 botanists set up with the 6-2 format that my friend uses, and then the chemists, we're gonna do 1 pot. I'm thinking we're gonna do one cauldron, 1 lab oven, and 2 mixers. That, or I'm gonna do this, like the one guy just doing 2 cauldrons and 2 lab ovens, and then having one just do 4 mixers. But I don't know how we're gonna set that up in here yet, so we're gonna go buy all the stuff. I actually need to go grab the van right now, but that is what we're kind of gonna go for. Okay, thanks for letting me walk through. But then yeah, we are gonna also just have fun mixing a bunch of stuff before we do that, and then whatever the highest mix that we have is what we'll run. And if we don't have like a mix that uses all those chemists, then we'll just lower the amount down, or we'll switch one of the chemists on over to like a cauldron or a couple more cauldrons or whatever it may be. But that's the plan for now, so we're gonna head on over to the warehouse and buy all this stuff now. All right, we are here, and now it's just time to remember everything that I need to buy. I know I need to buy, what is it? We have 16 air pots, and I think we need 24. So we need 8 of these, and that means that we need 8 of the rest of the stuff that goes with it. And then I know we don't need any more cauldrons. I think we need 3 more lab ovens with what I'm gonna go with, and shoot, I think we need 6 more drying racks. Alright, I had to run back over and see what we had. You need a brick press. At least we're going to try 1 brick press. And then we're going to need a packaging station. And I think we need 8 mixing stations for what I have planned. Jeez, that is a lot. Okay. That is all loaded into the vehicle though, or at least it should be. Yep, with plenty of room to spare. And now we're going to purchase all of the employees that we need. Right now we have 1 chemist and 2 botanists, so we need to hire 2 more botanists, 3 more chemists, and 2 handlers. And that's what we're gonna rock with. All right, let's check. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 chemists, 2 handlers, and it looks like 4 botanists, even though these 2 are inside each other, quite literally. And we have to go deliver. Dang it, I don't think I have any coke over here. So we're gonna head on over to the barn and do that delivery real quick. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys this. They did change the Coke cans, or the Kook cans, to orange. I just imagine that's for copyright reasons. So these cans are no longer red, unfortunately. But as you can see, we did spend, I think, about 40k on that transaction. And I did have a good chunk of the pots and stuff already. So that's a little unfortunate, little expensive, but hopefully this will start producing a lot more than 40k. So it'll definitely pay off. So we are going to sleep, and then in the morning I'm going to start designing this. All right, we're going to start by picking everything up so I can make sure that we have everything that we need. And then I'm going to move this crap all up top, and we are going to try and be as efficient as possible with this area down here. Okay, we do have everything that we need. This is like a majority of what the stuff is, including the stuff down here in my hotbar. And oh, I didn't move the storage shelf, so let me go do that real quick. All right, now we got everything cleared, and I also went and picked up 20 storage shelves. Hopefully that's enough. We'll see if it is, or if it's not. Not too big of a deal. But we're gonna start laying out these air pots, and I'm gonna try and lay out the drying racks too to be super efficient, because it's 3 to 1 ratio for those. So we're gonna see what I can come up with. All right, this is the setup that I have going so far for the botanists. It's almost keeping the botanists completely back here. Yes, there are a little complications where it sticks out a little bit, but this should be able to put all of the botanists back here and on these drying racks. And then these are 2 of the places that they're going to take from, and then the other 2 that they'll take from are these. So we'll keep those stored for them. Hopefully they won't get stuck on anything. I made it sure that there's plenty of room everywhere, and hopefully no one gets stuck on anything. Also, didn't check this, but pretty sure you can access the drying rack from both sides. Yes, okay, you can. So that is good. Hopefully this setup works and no one gets stuck or anything. Alright guys, this is the most efficient, or not efficient, but most room that I think that I could have made for this. So I kind of already showed you guys the botanist area already earlier. Then this is the main room that we will be having. We have the storages for whatever the needs may be here, and then we got our little cooking stations right here. And I swear there was more lights in here. No. Oh well. But then we got our mixing station here in the middle, and then we can either have it so it's bagged, or we can press it, whatever one we feel like. And then I don't know how many storages that they'll need, so for right now these are just extras, these are extras, and all up here is extras. And then we'll fill this in with extra stuff too. And then this is just my bed, so it's not too far. It's just right at the top of the stairs. And yeah, this is the setup that we are going to rock with. So I'm going to start getting these all set up, and then we'll have to go and buy supplies for everything. And that'll be annoying, keeping everything supplied and whatnot. But for now, I'm going to do the long task of getting everyone dealt with. Alrighty guys, we finally got it set up for the most part. The only thing I don't have really working are the handlers, but that will come once we get stuff to start mixing. But I'll kind of show you what I got. So right now we have 3 of the pots being put into 1 drying rack. So I just did the 3 closest that the employee was working on and did it that way. And then the drying racks, and that goes for every single pot that we have in the drying racks. And then we have 2 drying racks. Yeah, we have 2 drying racks going to 1 cauldron. And then the cauldrons feed into the lab ovens. And then the lab ovens feed into this storage unit. And then we're just doing that so that I can spread out all of it in case it gets overloaded. And then we have the handler taking it from this storage thing and then putting it right here in the start of our mixer. And then we'll have it just go, well, I don't know how long we'll have the mixes right now, but what the theory is have it so that once something gets done in this mixer, it goes to this mixer and then on and on and on and on. All the way until the end. And then once it gets to the end, we either package it or we do the brick press. And I have each handler has, well, one handler has the mixing station, one handler has the brick press, so that way it's not just one of them. And yeah, that's kind of the setup that we're gonna go with. But for now, I think I'll end this episode off here. And in the meantime, while I'm not recording, I'll try and stock this place up, and I'll get some more plants and more soil, and get all the watering cans and stuff for all the botanists, and go buy gas so that we can have gas for the cauldrons. And yeah, buy like a bunch of mixes. I might go buy some more storage shelves, that way we can do some of our own mixing, because I do want to find out like what kind of funny stuff we can do, and we can do that in the next episode. But for now, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.